July 4, 2025. The day began like any other, with the first rays of sunlight breaking over the horizon and the city of Anchorage slowly coming to life. At Ted Stevens Anchorage International Airport, travelers moved through the terminal, checking flight boards and sipping coffee, unaware of the events about to unfold. Suddenly, the ordinary morning shattered. Sirens pierced the air, echoing across the tarmac as emergency vehicles raced to the scene. Security teams rushed passengers away from the windows, their calm instructions quickly giving way to urgency. Confusion swept through the crowds and fear began to take hold. Within minutes, all flights were grounded, gates were sealed, and the usual hum of airport announcements was replaced by silence as communications were abruptly cut off. Outside, travelers gathered in uneasy clusters, exchanging worried glances and desperate questions. No one seemed to know what was happening, and rumors spread quickly. The source of the chaos soon became clear. An unidentified object had appeared on radar, moving at speeds no aircraft could match, defying every known flight pattern. In the control tower, air traffic controllers stared at their screens in disbelief, watching as the object drew closer, forcing them to initiate a total lockdown of the airport. Inside and out, families huddled together, airport staff struggled to maintain order, and a sense of dread settled over everyone. In that moment, it was clear. They were at the epicenter of something extraordinary, and nothing would ever be the same again. With no official word from authorities, confusion and anxiety swept through the crowd. People clung to their phones, desperate for updates, but all they found were wild speculations and frantic social media posts. The uncertainty was almost tangible, hanging in the air like a thick fog. Was it a UFO? The idea seemed outlandish, yet whispers of alien contact electrified the stranded crowds. Some pointed to the sky, convinced they'd seen something otherworldly darting between the clouds, while others nervously laughed it off, trying to mask their unease. Or was it something far more sinister? A drone carrying a bioweapon perhaps, or a new kind of surveillance device? The sudden arrival of hazmat teams, suited up and moving with urgency, only fueled those darker fears. The sight of emergency workers in protective gear made the threat feel immediate and real. The terminal split into factions. Some gazed skyward in awe and curiosity, searching for answers in the clouds, while others huddled together, whispering nervously and casting suspicious glances at anyone who looked out of place. Tension simmered just beneath the surface. Every sound, every sudden movement became evidence for one theory or the other. A dropped bag, a distant siren, even the flutter of birds overhead. Each was scrutinized, dissected, and added to the growing list of mysteries. Stories of strange lights and low humming sounds spread like wildfire. Some claimed to have seen glowing orbs hovering above the runway, while others insisted they heard an unearthly vibration in the air. These tales were impossible to verify, but just as impossible to ignore. The question haunted everyone as night fell. Were they witnessing the arrival of alien visitors, or was this the first strike in a new kind of war? The truth remained elusive, leaving the crowd restless and afraid, searching the sky for answers that never seemed to come. Eyewitnesses gave voice to the chaos, their accounts painting a vivid picture of confusion and fear that swept through the airport. People described a sudden shift in atmosphere. One moment everything was routine, and the next, alarms blared and the crowd surged toward the exits. "We were about to board, then sirens, panic, and men in white suits," recalled one passenger, her voice trembling as she described the surreal scene. Others spoke of being herded outside, unsure if they were in danger or simply caught in a drill gone wrong. A pilot reported strange, rhythmic static on his radio, unlike anything he'd heard before. He said the interference seemed to pulse in time with the lights flickering across the runway, making communication nearly impossible for several tense minutes. A viral video captured a high-pitched hum outside the terminal, fueling UFO theories. The footage, quickly shared online, showed crowds staring skyward as an eerie glow illuminated the night, sparking wild speculation and fear. Finally, officials spoke. A security incident involving an unidentified aerial phenomenon. They assured the public there were no casualties, but offered few concrete answers, leaving reporters and families desperate for more information. Agencies from NORAD to Homeland Security were investigating, but details were scarce. The presence of military vehicles and federal agents only heightened the sense of urgency and secrecy surrounding the event. Experts debated, was it a meteor, a drone, or something else entirely? Theories ranged from the plausible to the fantastic, as scientists and aviation specialists weighed in on the unexplained phenomenon. The lack of facts only deepened the mystery, leaving the public to wonder what really happened that night, and whether the truth would ever come to light. Despite the blackout, the story exploded online. A handful of posts, videos, texts sparked a global frenzy. Hashtags trended worldwide within hours. Theories multiplied: UFOs, bioweapons, government cover-ups. Misinformation spread faster than facts. Doctored photos, fake memos, wild speculation. News outlets struggled to keep up, their reports drowned out by viral rumors. The world watched, transfixed, united by fear and fascination. Anchorage became a global campfire, everyone asking, are we alone or are we in danger? In the face of uncertainty, fear and speculation are natural, but dangerous. We crave answers, but rushing to judgment only fuels panic. Our responsibility? Seek facts, question sources, and resist sensationalism. The only confirmed facts: an unidentified object, a lockdown, hazmat teams, and global speculation. The cause remains unknown. Critical thinking is our best defense against misinformation. Whether this was alien, human, or natural, we must respond with calm and curiosity, not hysteria. As we await answers, let's commit to truth, patience, and clear minds.